In the news, a former Wiltshire police officer who killed himself whilst being investigated for sexual harassment wasn't properly vetted for his job. That's just one of the findings of a report into how the investigation was handled by Wiltshire Police and the Wiltshire Police Authority. The report also said there was not a sufficient whistleblowing service in place. So what does this sort of service actually involve? David Crook is Managing Director of Expolink in Chippenham, which provides this sort of service to people, not just here in Wiltshire or indeed in the UK, literally around the world. And he joins me now. Good morning to you, David.
Good morning.
Just explain why and how someone would use this service.
It's a free phone service or web-based service where employees of our clients can make a free phone call from some 65, 70 countries around the world into our call centre, where our agents will talk to them, question them, find out what's going on, and then report that issue back to generally board level, or at least reporting to the board of sort of major global corporations. So it's a way of employees being able to get a message in at a very senior level within their organisation.
But why would they seek to talk to an independent body such as yourselves? Why not go straight to the people that you work with? I mean, most companies have an HR department. If you've got a grievance, you go talk to them.
Yeah, I think obviously all our clients will do their best to get employees to go internal, but a lot of employees, for a number of reasons, don't want to do that. Maybe they're concerned about what would happen. You know, that old, I hate the schoolboy phrase, the sort of, you don't rat on your schoolmates, you don't grass up your workmates, all that kind of thing, and that's still around. So people just sort of don't like to get involved in many ways. And I think it's a bit like, we walk down the street and you see you hear an alarm going in a building, and you kind of look at it and you might see a little blue flashing light or something, but actually you don't do anything about it because you think, well, someone else might do something about it, or I don't want to get involved. So that's one reason. Another reason is quite often they don't actually know who to talk to in their company, particularly if it's a very large global business. Who should they go to? If they go to their manager, it might be the problem is further up the management chain and all those kind of things. So it's very difficult sometimes for them to know who is the best person to actually talk to.
Now, I know we must keep all confidence here, but can you give us some examples of the sort of things that people may call you about? We get a very wide range. I mean, everything from... I think the first thing to say is this isn't a sort of replacement for sort of standard grievance procedures and so forth. It's very much related to issues such as fraud, that kind of malpractice, fraud, theft that might be going on in a business, or it may be something more personal to someone, like maybe they feel they're being sexually harassed or they're being bullied. So it can be a whole range of different issues. And I think really what the client is looking for is, very often they're unaware at a senior level of what is going on, and this is just another avenue that an employee is able to say, look, we've got a problem here, whatever that problem is, and something needs to be done about it. And what's the process if an employee contacts you? What do you do with their complaint?
Well, we will question them. We don't record any of the calls because it's a very sort of sensitive subject, and we don't want someone ringing us to sort of worry that their call is being recorded and might be given to someone. So we will question and make a lot of notes on what the person is saying. We will read back to them our understanding of their issue, and then from that we compile a written report which goes through to selected people in the company, what we call authorised recipients. So there are key people, as I said earlier, always at a very senior level, who receive the reports from us. And then what happens there is that we will have given the caller a unique call log number so that they can call back after a certain time, and we agree that with our client first, so that we can feed back to them what is happening, or indeed ask for further information that will help the client in the investigation. And
have you seen an increase in the number of calls you're getting?
Yes, we have. I'm not sure whether that's down to the economic climate or anything. I mean, our business has been growing at sort of 15-20% a year anyway, so that in itself would create a growth. But yes, I think there's definitely an increase, and I think a lot of that comes down to an understanding on the part of our clients as to why it can be difficult for an employee to go internally, and therefore they put a lot of resource behind informing their employees that our service is available to them if, for whatever reason, they don't want to go to their immediate manager or to HR or whoever it might be. So the promotion of it by our clients to their own staff is key to making it work.
Fascinating work. You never know who, when the phone rings, is going to be on the other end and what they're going to say, do you? It's fascinating. Yeah.
We don't even know what language they might be talking in either. It poses its own challenges.
Deal with that, yes.
Yeah.
David, good to talk to you this morning. I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. David Crook is Managing Director of Expolink.